Hello, and we're back. There's one thing that you can't hear is that I get counted down to start, and I kind of wish that happened in my entire life. You know, just before I did anything, there was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you know, because it adds some excitement. So I'm sitting here with, what happened? Oh! Yes! See what I mean? It's just like if you had every moment that, you know, someone was like introducing yourself. Ruzwana, how are you doing?
I'm really well, thank you.
Doing very well. For those who don't know, do a quick introduction. You can just like look into that camera and kind of introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about Peek.
Sure. My name's Ruzwana Bashir. I'm the CEO of Peek.com. And we are a platform that helps tour and activity operators to be able to grow their business. So we have our Peek Pro tools that help tour operators to get online bookings and to run their business through their mobile phone. And then we also have a marketplace for consumers, Peek.com, where you can come and find great things to do. Whether you're at home or you're traveling, you're able to find fun things, you know, to spend your time doing and hopefully create great memories and have awesome moments.
And keep coming back, right?
Indeed.
Using it more and more.
Indeed.
So it's been 4 years? Has it been 4 years or 3 years?
5 years.
5 years now? Wow. Yeah. That's a long time.
It is.
That's quick.
Yeah.
It's like we're both like 5 years, so we're not old? What's happening?
Time flies when you're having fun.
It does, actually. And I think you get better with age, right? That's what I'm starting to realize. You know, it's a good time.
Hopefully wiser, at least.
Hopefully wiser, right. And what have you learned as, speaking of getting wiser, you know, you kind of moved from, you had the consumer side, and then we kind of moved into B2B tools to the suppliers. You know, how is that balance going, and what have you learned in that process?
I think the biggest thing that we've learned is if you're a small business, one of the biggest issues that you have today, if you're doing tours, say you're doing zip lining tours or food tours or whatever, it's actually your customers are all coming online, right? So when consumers looking for a fun thing to do at a new place, or maybe they already know that they're really passionate about horseback riding and they want to do this in a new place, they're finding and looking online. And a lot of the businesses that we work with certainly have really struggled to make that transition online. And so what I'm realizing is that we as a company have this incredible opportunity to help small businesses to be able to make this transition online. So the average consumer wants to book an activity in a few hours. And if you talk to most tour operators, they actually still function on a lot of spreadsheets and phone calls. And so really enabling this whole space to come online, to providing underlying software that takes the pain out of it. So if you're a business and you're doing, you know, dolphin tours, you do it because that's what you're passionate about and that's what you enjoy. You're not doing it because you want to administratively figure out how to do great online booking or seamlessly communicate with your customers or frankly, you know, be able to have a streamlined experience when somebody comes to your tour. All of these things that kind of technology can help with is what we're in charge of doing. And so we built, you know, really innovative solutions that are best in class in this market to really help our businesses make this transition and actually grow their business. And so one of the cool things by investing and putting our brains together to be able to build great tools for these businesses is that they are seeing great improvements. So some of our operators actually here at this conference, because they've had such great success, so the average business when they move onto our platform is seeing about a 30% increase in bookings versus using other software tools, or if they weren't using anything at all, or our homegrown system, it's up to 50% increases in online bookings. So we're really tackling the things that matter the most, which is how can I grow my business? How can I put more money in my pocket? And how can I make sure my customers have an awesome time? So we've collected about 250,000 ratings for the tours on our platform, and the average rating is 4.8 stars. Wow. So we're helping businesses who already do a great job to do an even better job. And so I'm really proud of that, because when you think about it, how many places do you go where there are that many ratings that are so high? And so, you know, Peek.com and the Peek Pro tools have really helped businesses provide excellent service. So that's really exciting, and we're helping people grow their bookings.
And the focus on, you know, when you kind of help them build so they're coming onto your platform, and then you teach them, you know, here's how we can, say someone who doesn't have any mobile tools, so they're coming in, and you're basically having to educate them on digital distribution, basically. Is that like pretty much, you have to focus on education? Is that something you guys think?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we think of ourselves as, you know, a really awesome technology partner for somebody who wants to do a great job on their tours and doesn't want to spend all their time manually entering bookings, emailing customers to confirm things, and who doesn't want to spend all their day in spreadsheets figuring out who's going on which tour. And so we do all that for the merchant. And so I think a lot of it's been around that. But as time's gone on, we've also realized there's always business intelligence that we can provide our businesses. And so every week we're sending emails with really interesting data points for the businesses. So what is your capacity utilization like? Are there tours that are underperforming? How are you performing against other people in this geography or this market? How should you think about it? Is there a guide or a specific guide that's doing really, really well and getting better reviews than the people that aren't doing as well? And so what we're doing is kind of really taking away a lot of the day-to-day administrative hassles for businesses so they can start thinking more strategically, which is, oh, well, you're using our point of sale solution when people arrive at your boat tour. Well, now, because we've managed to cut the time in half that somebody takes to get onto the boat, you can now send another boat out. And you can now make more revenue as you're doing that, and you've saved people spending 20 minutes in line into more like 5 to 10 minutes in line. So I think it's things like that which are actually quite tangible, practical solutions to problems that businesses and customers had. So I think that's really where we see ourselves creating the most value for the business.
It seems very competitive, this business, right? A lot of reservation platforms, suppliers being, offered lots of technologies.
Yeah.
What is the process that they need to go through? What would you recommend? Vendors have a process, of course, but if I'm evaluating vendors, if I'm out there and I'm thinking about, maybe I'm a supplier thinking about where to go, what makes for a good vendor? What is the process that they should look for?
I think certainly when we talk to businesses, we work with thousands of businesses, right? So we've gotten an opportunity to spend a lot of time with them. We do lots and lots of site visits. My co-founder, who's our CTO, went to do 35 site visits all across the country, meeting tour operators. And so we actually make a big effort to really understand all the businesses and what they need. And the number one things that we hear are, I want to grow my revenue because it's really important for me to be able to, I'm spending a lot of money, perhaps, owning all these bikes or sending out guides. I want to make sure that I'm growing revenue. I want to save time and save money because, I'm spending hours and hours running my business and that's not enjoyable. And I want to deliver a great customer experience. And so when we talk to businesses, those are the three things that we kind of recommend that they look at. Is this going to be a tool that's going to help you grow your revenues? Is it going to save you time and money? And are you going to deliver a better customer experience because of that? And so some businesses may have slightly different needs, but they all really care about those three factors. And that's what I would recommend if you're a small business that's looking at tour operator software. That's what matters. And so, that's where the technology matters and it's interesting. We have the largest product team in out of anyone in this space. We've done the most work on the technology side, and I think that's really because we see ourselves as a technology company first and foremost, and as a result, we actually care about technology solutions to all three of those problems. And so actually consistently when people are moving off other platforms, they're